Is your engine starting to act like it's put in a few too many long shifts? Maybe it's slow to fire up in the morning, feels rough at idle, or drinks fuel like it's going out of style. The truth is, most of these symptoms aren't signs of a dying engine, they're signs of a neglected one. And the best part? You can reverse almost all of it with simple, fast steps that restore power, smoothness, and efficiency. Today, you'll see 9 proven methods that make even high-mileage engines feel sharp again. And at the end, there's one overlooked detail most mechanics never bring up, yet it can be the difference between a car that feels okay and a car that feels new. Let's get started. Number 13. Clean or replace the air filter. Your engine breathes through that one component, and just like any athlete, clean air is everything. A clogged filter suffocates the engine, kills performance, and forces it to burn extra fuel. Turbocharged engines especially suffer. Lag increases, throttle response dulls, and the whole car feels heavy. Some people swear that a dirty filter somehow boosts performance, but that myth disappears the moment you feel the difference. Fresh filtration restores smooth airflow, stronger acceleration, and quieter operation. If you've recently cleaned your throttle body, this is the ideal follow-up. The intake tube you removed leads right to the airbox. Open the clips, lift the cover, and check the filter. If it's dusty, dark, or packed with debris, swap it. Most need replacing every 12,000 to 15,000 miles, or earlier in dusty regions. Filters usually cost between $25 and $100, cheap compared to the extra fuel you'd waste ignoring it. Install the correct size, secure the lid, tighten everything up, and your engine can breathe freely again. And yes, there's still another airflow trick coming later. Number 12. Fuel injector cleaning. If your engine hesitates, stumbles under load, or suddenly feels thirsty, the problem usually isn't the gasoline itself, it's the delivery. Injectors that once produced a perfect fine mist start shooting uneven streams when deposits build up. That weak spray leads to half-burnt fuel, lost power, and rough idling. Store-bought cleaners can help with light buildup, but when the debris gets stubborn, a professional cleaning with a pressurized solution is the only thing that fully restores the spray pattern. Once the injectors are flowing correctly again, you immediately feel sharper throttle response, smoother idling, fewer hiccups, and improved fuel economy. Most engines benefit from this every 30,000 miles or so. It's far cheaper than letting it progress to a misfire, which turns into a costly injector replacement. Clear the blockages now and the engine instantly regains its punch. Number 11. Carbon cleanup. Over time, soot builds up on valves, pistons, and throughout the intake system. Short trips, low-grade fuel, and stop-and-go driving make it accumulate even faster. That carbon acts like plaque in an artery, restricting airflow and corrupting combustion. The results? Rough idle, sluggish acceleration, pinging, and an engine that sounds older than its mileage. You have 2 solid options: an additive poured into the fuel tank or a professional walnut shell blasting service that scrubs the intake ports clean. Direct injection engines especially benefit, since carbon on intake valves is a known weak point. Most drivers should consider this every 30,000 to 50,000 miles. The improvement is immediate: smoother operation, better mileage, and more consistent power. Think of it as a detox session that lets your engine breathe again. Number 10. Inspect and clean the throttle body. More than half of drivers admit they push off basic maintenance, and this is one job almost everyone ignores. Around 30,000 miles in, carbon starts sticking to the throttle plate. By the time most people address it, usually around 75,000 miles, the buildup is thick enough to disrupt airflow. That leads to unstable idling, weak throttle response, and even random stalling. The good news is that cleaning it is quick and straightforward. Start by disconnecting the intake hose from the throttle body. If both sides are clamped in, loosen them and label anything you remove so you remember where it goes. Open the throttle plate and spray cleaner directly on the visible grime. If your car uses electronic throttle control, press the gas pedal to open the plate safely. Use a soft brush or cloth to break down the residue, let it soak for a moment, then wipe everything clean. Let the throttle body air dry completely and reassemble the intake. Secure all clamps and connections, and you're done. Number 9. Clean the mass airflow sensor. This small sensor sits right between the air filter and the intake tube, and its entire job is to tell your engine exactly how much air is entering the system. The ECU relies on that reading to balance fuel and air with precision. But once dust, oil, or residue coat the sensor, the readings become inaccurate, and your engine starts making bad decisions. That's when you get rough acceleration, inconsistent power, poor fuel economy, and sometimes even the dreaded check engine light. The good news: this fix is one of the easiest in the entire video. No mess, no tools beyond a screwdriver, and no mechanical talent required. Unplug the connector, remove the sensor carefully, and spray it with a cleaner made specifically for MAF sensors. Don't poke it, don't touch the wires, don't scrub. These elements are extremely delicate. Let the cleaner evaporate naturally, reinstall it, and you're done. 5 minutes of work brings back smoother throttle response and restores lost power. Do this every 12,000 to 15,000 miles, ideally at the same time you service your air filter. But if you're still losing power, the next culprit might be what you're pouring into the tank. Number 8. Use quality fuel. Let's clear up a huge misconception. Premium fuel does not contain more energy than regular. The only real difference is the octane rating, how resistant the fuel is to detonation. Engines designed for high compression or turbocharging rely on that resistance to avoid early ignition. If your car is tuned for higher octane or alternative fuels like E85 and you run cheap pump gas instead, you're inviting detonation. That's when fuel ignites too early and forces the piston downward against its natural motion. Keep doing that and you're looking at cracked pistons, damaged heads, and ruined cylinder walls. Lower-grade fuel also burns dirtier and leaves behind more deposits, which clog injectors and foul sensors. Performance drops, fuel consumption climbs, and your engine works harder to do simple tasks. Instead, stick with top-tier gasoline, the kind that includes detergent packages to keep your entire fuel system clean. For added protection, use a cleaning additive like Techron or Seafoam every 3,000 miles. Your engine doesn't need race fuel, but it does need clean, consistent fuel. Smooth combustion means smooth performance, and smooth performance makes any car feel nearly new again. But even with great fuel, something else can drain your power slowly and silently. Number 7. Timely oil changes. Oil changes aren't based on guesswork or outdated myths like the old 3,000-mile rule. Modern engines, modern oils, and modern sensors made that obsolete years ago. The real interval varies depending on what you drive, how you drive, and what type of oil you use. A modern sedan running full synthetic, like a Camry or Accord, can easily stretch to 7,500 or even 10,000 miles between changes. Some GM vehicles with oil life monitors adjust intervals dynamically, and certain European cars like BMW and Audi can go up to 15,000 miles with the correct oil. But don't assume your car fits that category. Older engines, high-mileage vehicles, and cars driven in the heat, cold, or heavy traffic need shorter intervals. This is why your owner's manual matters more than internet advice. Follow the actual recommended schedule and you avoid sludge, overheating, accelerated wear, and internal damage. Fresh oil keeps the engine smooth, quiet, and efficient. And once the fluids are handled, it's time to look at the parts that age quietly under the hood. Number 6. Swap the old stuff. Engines are durable, but the components around them take the beating. Over the years, spark plugs wear, ignition coils weaken, timing belts stretch, and intake hoses crack. Each of those issues robs horsepower, causes hesitation, and hurts fuel economy. Worn spark plugs alone can strip away up to 30% of your usable power. The best part? Many of these items are inexpensive and simple enough to replace in your own driveway. A full set of plugs might cost $20 and an hour of your time, versus a couple hundred at a shop. Don't ignore supporting components like the battery, brake system, and the various fluids that keep everything running smoothly. All of them contribute to engine reliability and responsiveness. And if you're dealing with small oil leaks, a common problem as engines age, you can use a high-quality seal rejuvenator like a T205 additive. Pour it into the oil fill, let it circulate, and it restores flexibility to aging seals without dismantling the engine. You don't need a brand new motor to get that fresh off the lot feeling back. You simply need to refresh the parts that have quietly given up over the years. Number 5. Clean the PCV valve. This unassuming little valve sits between your engine and its own internal ventilation system, routing harmful vapors from the crankcase back into the intake so they burn instead of building pressure. When it works properly, your engine breathes easier, emissions stay low, and performance stays sharp. But over time, sludge, varnish, and carbon coat the valve. Once it clogs, crankcase pressure rises. That's when you start seeing oil forced past seals, drops in fuel economy, and long-term wear on internal components. Cleaning it is simple and keeps the whole system flowing. Start by finding it. The location varies, but most sit on the valve cover or near the intake manifold. Remove it carefully from its hose or grommet and shake it. If you hear a rattle, it's still functioning. No rattle usually means buildup. To clean it, spray carburetor or brake cleaner through the openings and let it soak. Tap out the loosened debris, let it dry completely, then reinstall it securely. It's a quick maintenance task that prevents expensive headaches down the road. Now we enter the final 4, small fixes with surprisingly big payoffs. And few parts punch above their weight like the gas cap. Number 4. Replace a cracked, worn, or damaged gas cap. That simple twist-on lid does far more than keep dirt out. It seals the entire fuel system, maintains pressure, and keeps the vapor loop closed. When the seal cracks or the threads wear, air leaks in, pressure fluctuates, and your engine starts running lean. The symptoms look serious: rough idle, hesitation, stalling, and yes, a glowing check engine light, all caused by a $20 cap most drivers never think about. Add in vapor losses, and you're literally letting your fuel evaporate away. Replacing it is as simple as unscrewing the old one and installing a new ethanol-safe cap. If you pay a shop, expect a bill around $112. Do it yourself and it's a minute-long job. Ethanol blends like E10 and E15 pull in moisture, swelling ordinary rubber. That leads to warped caps, weak seals, and leaks. A Vion-lined or e-fuel compatible cap lasts longer, resists swelling, and holds pressure even in extreme heat. Number 3. Clean your gas cap and filler neck. Many drivability issues come from nothing more than dirt on the sealing surfaces. Dust and road grime collect around the cap and neck, and once that buildup interferes with the seal, pressure drops. Suddenly, the engine runs rough and the check engine light appears. The fix takes 2 minutes. Remove the cap, spray a clean cloth lightly with WD-40, and wipe the underside of the cap, especially the rubber ring. Never spray directly into the filler neck. Next, wipe the threads and seating area inside the neck. You'll be shocked at how much grime collects there. Reinstall the cap until it clicks. That click means the seal is restored and so is your fuel system stability. But the cleanest seal won't help if the cap itself is the wrong type. Number 2. Install the correct type of gas cap. Every fuel system is engineered to work with either a vented or non-vented cap. Mix the two and your pressure levels go sideways. Use a vented cap where a non-vented one is required, and you lose pressure and run lean. Use a non-vented cap where a vented one is needed, and pressure spikes, stressing the fuel pump and messing with airflow. The result is a hot-running, weak engine that feels anything but healthy. Aftermarket caps often look identical but behave completely differently. The solution is simple. Check the owner's manual. It tells you exactly which kind your car needs. If you're still uncertain, ask a parts specialist or a mechanic. Getting the cap type right ensures proper vapor control, stable fuel pressure, and smoother performance. And if the type is right but the fit is tired, the seal might just need a little revival. Number 1. Give the gasket a silicone vitamin. The rubber ring on your gas cap is constantly exposed to heat, fumes, and weather. With time, it dries out, hardens, and loses elasticity. A stiff gasket can't hold pressure, which leads to vapor leaks, weak seals, and odd engine behavior. Once a year, apply a thin wipe of clear dielectric silicone grease. A pea-sized amount on your fingertip is enough. Massage it gently around the gasket, then twist the cap on and off a few times to spread the grease evenly. The rubber regains flexibility, sealing power improves, and the cap stops sticking or forming microcracks.